how's it going, everyone? It's your boy J Key in Dubbed, and I'm back. Alright guys, I'm back with another video. We are going to do the review and discussion of Tower of God episode 8 and episode 9. Episode 8 is titled Kung's Strategy. Now, I want to do these particular episodes together because episode 8 was a good watch. I felt like it didn't have enough source material for me to even discuss, so that's why I waited to episode 9 to come out, and boy did it deliver. And like I knew in my previous video, I knew it was probably going to run about a couple episodes, in which it did. So let's go ahead and get into it. So 8 is titled, what we're going to start with first is Kung's Strategy. Now, the reason why it's called Kung's Strategy, because basically he had a strategy to how to win this particular game. Right now they're doing a competition, which is basically a tag competition. And so far the rules, they pick a it person. The it person has a badge. The tagger, or the ranker in this particular case, comes and tries to grab the tag badge from them, indicating they lose. The only way you can win is if you capture the ranker and obtain his badge, or if you exit out of the game's arena. And basically it's like a tower simulator. So it's a big long tower, go all the way to the top, and there's an exit at the top. So that's only two ways you can win. Now, Kung's strategy, his first strategy was basically to lure the ranker in with some other people and have him distract shit and actually have the it person come capture his badge. That did not work because Anak tried to use her green apple. It completely and utterly failed. Okay, the ranker was grabbing hold to the apple and dragging her all over the place. So that completely failed. Now, the ranker, in my particular instance, the redhead fella, he is so freaking cocky that he was actually amused on how they actually tried to capture him. He thought it was, y'all think it was going to be easy. So he was so amused that he actually gave them 111 seconds head start. This is how cocky this ranker is. So they take that 111 seconds to do plan B of Kung's strategy, because obviously plan A did not work. Now, plan B, Anak goes all the way up to the top of the tower, exit for the win. So she takes the elevator, and all the other people try to stop the ranker in time enough, I guess, to 4 to 5 minutes, so she has enough time to actually clear the elevator and get up to the tower and completely win the game. Now, as this is going on, the ranker is counting all the way to 111 seconds. It gets to 111 seconds, then the ranker jets off, taking out everybody that tries to stop him. I mean, I'm telling you, it's not even funny how quickly he's just taking care of the whole team that's trying to stop him. Like, it's not even a competition at this particular point. Now, Kung is already at the top of the tower waiting on Anax to get there so he can defend her, and she can just keep running and go to the exit and win the game. Now, the ranker finally reaches to the top of the tower, and that's when he meets with Kung. The ranker is looking for Anak, which is the it person, and taking her badge. Now, he's asking her about her, and Kung said she jumped off the bridge, which is like a bridge after you get off the tower to go to the exit. She jumped off the bridge in hopes to escape him, basically. The ranker felt that was pretty far-fetched of happening. So what he decided to do is actually grab onto Kung's and take him down with him. Now, the fall is very tall. The ranker was talking about several times that a person could die from this fall. Even some rankers are scared to do this. And he does it anyway, so he jumps off the bridge. Now, Kung looks like he's completely shocked. I was shocked. I'm like, yo, this dude is ruthless. Like, you know, if she's not down here, you're coming down with me. So he grabs Kung. They're both falling. And then eventually Kung's let go of the ranker's hand, and he's free falling by himself. Apparently the ranker wanted to save him, but guess not. Anax was actually hiding underneath the bridge using the lighthouse, which is the Shinshu energy lighthouse. So she was hiding underneath the bridge, and she revealed herself by using the green apple, and it grabbed onto Kung's, and she was using it as a pulley system. And basically, as Anak was sliding down, she was pulling up, and boom, she's up the bridge, and boom, they're winning the game instantly. The guy falls all the way down to the end of the tower, so he knows he's beating. There's no way he's gonna catch up to her whatsoever. Now, towards the end, not seeing the exit, she's almost there. Then out of nowhere, the ranker shows up and takes the badge, and they completely lose the game. So Kung team has lost. But later in the episode, it shows that Kung's actually betrayed his teammates, because towards the end, he actually helped the Ranker go all the way back up to the tower and stop Nox from actually winning for their team. And the reason why he did this and the strategy behind it is to help Bam win, and showing him the way as he watching them, showing what type of strategies they can use to win the actual game. So that's what he was doing. He's actually doing that for Bam to see if he can pass. So that was the purpose behind this particular strategy. Now, at the very end of the episode, Bam team was starting up. They picked Dorsey, and she wanted to be the team leader. And at the very end of it, looks like she hit out one of her teammates. So it looks like she's betraying her team as well. So that's the end of episode 8. Like I said, not really much going on there, just basically depicting Kung's strategy. Alright guys, so now we're getting into episode 9, titled The One-Horned Ogre. I'm assuming they're talking about Endorse. Now, in this particular episode, Endorse betrays her team. Now, as you can see, it opens up that she's attacking her teammates, which is the other fishermen. And we also get a bit of backstory behind Endorse. Now, from the actual anime, it shows that she was an orphan and she was adopted by a fallen noble family. From what it's showing, it's one of the 10 families, but it's the lesser of the families. Now, they will go around adopt many promising girls in order to produce another princess of Jihad. Now, they will adopt these girls and make them compete with one another. And as a result of their competing, they will get their meals each day solely determined on what they place during that training for that day. So the higher ranking people, so if you practice that day and you did well, you get a gourmet dish, all out 4-course meal. And if you rank lower, you get nothing but stale cold bread. She was one of the girls that got the stale cold bread. And eventually she got tired of that shit. So she was tired of eating cold ass bread. What she ended up doing was killing off the remaining girls that were adopted, and now she was the only girl at that particular family house, and she became a princess of Jihad, and she ate good meals. So we got a little bit of backstory of Endorse. So from this particular aspect, it looks like she's pretty. From the anime, it shows that she's pretty kind in somewhat manner of who she cares about, but when it comes down to it, she's pretty ruthless. She's only in the game for herself. Now, as she's betraying her teammates, she's basically doing that to ensure her victory. So she passes, because the last competition she induced too high and she might fail. So she's doing this to basically make sure that she wins. Only 4 out of the 6 can pass the positions test among the fishermen. So she's just knocking them out. That's why she's knocking out the people. By explaining her backstory in the anime, Endorse tries to explain to Bam that he will have to eventually betray the people that he loves or cares about in order to climb the tower, or to climb the tower with Rachel. Because you need that type of mentality to climb the tower. So eventually someone's going to have to be betrayed. Someone you love or care about is going to have to perish among getting up to the top of the tower. Now, all this is kind of foreshadowing within the episode. Now, as that's going on, Ho, H-O-H, Ho, which is he actually kidnaps Rachel and threatens to kill her to stop Bam from going up the tower. Now, the reason why Kit is kidnapping Rachel is because he got a letter, one-horned gentleman, before the actual competition started, showing that if he wants Bam to stop climbing, he has to get rid of Rachel. Now, as he's kidnapping her, the one-eyed girl, the girl who tried to attack Bam in the previous game of the crown and basically lost her eye fighting with Bam, is actually in the back shadow as this is going on, as he's kidnapping her. Now, as he's kidnapping her, basically he's trying to kill her in order to stop Bam from climbing, because Bam's sense of purpose is her, and that's the only reason why he's climbing the tower. So he believes in himself that if he kills Rachel, Bam will no longer climb the tower, which is really stupid in per se of his ambitions to climb the tower. To stop somebody else from climbing the tower is really stupid. He's really a weak-minded person, in my opinion. As this continues, the Ranker finally reaches up with Poe, and he sees that he has Rachel hostage. And then Bam actually comes up as well and sees has Rachel hostage, and basically orders him to capture the Ranker so that way he don't have to kill Rachel. In doing so, the Ranker teaches Bam a new move, which basically sends Senshu into his body, which temporarily paralyzes him for a period of time. So Bam learns a new move in doing that particular trick. As Bam is trying to get Rachel back, now Rachel actually gets stabbed in the back by a hoe. So shit's getting real right now. Rachel goes down. Bam sees it. He runs over to Rachel. And Rachel says, why did you have to climb up the tower? So Rachel's like she's fainting. But at the same time, this other creature that passed with Gator did the same impression as she was getting stabbed. And eventually he vanishes and she looks like she's about to die. That's pretty weird. And because this freaking Freddy Krueger guy did that, I don't know, it looks like Freddy Krueger to me. Scissorhands or something. Did that. So I want to know what type of connection he actually has with Rachel. And why he doing similar things. I don't know if it's Rachel's manifestation of Senshu or what have you, or what connection they have, but somehow they're linked. And I don't know what it is, but they're linked definitely somehow. I don't know if it's a guardian, but he knows something's going on. So if y'all know, let me know in the comments, because that's very peculiar to me, and I peeped that. After Poe stabbed Rachel, he freaking killed himself. Stabbed himself, boohoo, cried. It's like pathetic, guy. Like, not only did you go out of your way to hurt Rachel or murder Rachel so you can stop Bam, but then you end up killing yourself. Come on, man. That's a punk move. Now, Endorser is battling out with the Ranker for the badge. In the end, Endorser wins the game, and Team B wins the game because she snatches the badge. And that's the end of episode 9. So this episode was a pretty good episode, if I do say so myself. We got more information on Dorsey. Rachel got stabbed. She's getting sent to the emergency room, and we don't know what's happening next. So episode 10 is going to be full of mystery and wonder, and see if she's even going to survive. Very exciting episode, guys. Tell me, what do you think? Do you think episode 8 and 9 is good? And what were some things that you saw in this episode? What are some things that you noticed and you want to discuss? Go ahead and leave a comment, leave a like, and always subscribe. And leg out.